So I think it is really good at 2MF, right? Because you can block so much over damage. And they are mostly melee comp, so I think Braum will always get good value. You are taking Rich out of a bad matchup, but let's be real. I still don't think the situation is great. I guess they'll swap now here, but they get Dragon for it as well. I think you take that if you're DK. I think you're pretty happy with that whole sequence of events.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, first Drake Ocean, always something we talk about is very good. You guys cannot contest. That is what Lucid is saying right now. That is what DK are saying. We do have Sponge on the way. No Cyclone. And
Shiwu has TP and Rich does not.
We're going to have the Rel ult here in 5 seconds, so that's an opportunity.
I don't know if they should contest. Also, Lucid's ultimate is almost up.
All right, well, they're going to contest. As in we go. That is a big combo, but the Braum value comes in for the MF, but still a ton of damage done to Lucid, as he is going to die to the final rock from the Talia. First blood goes over to Yehu. And now DRX in a pretty good spot. Blast forward, though, from Showmaker. Wants to get the kill. And even though the man advantage goes over to Yehu and DRX, oh, the cards! Not quite going to land. And with the amount of damage that is done, it looks like DRX can't quite stand the Dragon.
Nice execution.
DRX say, yes, we can.
Can they do? Well, might be too late.
That is looking for the yellow card, not going to come through. We do have the Cyclone this time, as Lucid just kind of stands there, tries to turn it around, goes in, but now he's going to go down. We got a TP coming in from Shiwu, as this fight from DK not the best, as Shiwu is just bouncing around, trying to dodge the MF ult, but he's alone. As he flashes away, looks like he barely will get away, and now the poke is coming out from Aiming and Showmaker. Looking a lot like the last fight, actually. Only one kill going over to DRX, but this time DK got the Dragon. Here on the Rift Heralds, maybe.
Showmaker is definitely going to TP in. They're going to look for the contest here.
We'll see if they actually get here in time to fight. Lucid in position, but the wall is there. Barrel's just going to block that, so another use for the Braum in this comp. Has no wall, but it is going to be smited down, and the Magnet combo with the bullet time is pretty good, but they're not going to get any kills until just now. Lucid goes down, and Shiwu kind of separated from the rest of the team. Doesn't have his flash. He's going to go down. The Showmaker and Aiming once again left alone, trying to pick off the pieces, but they just cannot. 2 more kills for DRX.
Punish on Rich with this TF, who, by the way, also 0-0-0 in the game thus far.
Bit of zoning there, not sure about that. Yeah, a lot of circles down here, and I think Rich is going to get the worst end of the circles. A lot of needles do go in, though. Another gold card, finally, and a bit of burst damage here from Shiwu gets the job done. Showmaker now can sit here, but this Drake is going to go over to DRX at least. But DK should be able to catch up a bit in gold.
Turret going down will be nice here. I do think that that was a good call from DK. But normally, this point is supposed to be where you're already a good amount of gold up, and that's where you cash in the fact that you have a Dragon advantage. You will not be getting a breaking point here. Is RFC done?
Yeah, RFC done is gigantic. The boots purchased here.
They're looking to turn.
They don't really have great position on it, though. They're kind of like sitting behind the wall and pulling it out, and it's not really... Okay, well, it's going to just reset. And everybody's taking a bunch of damage to their resistances. Now, Shiwu did get poked out big time.
Yeah, and he doesn't have TP, so he's going to have to go for a base. This might be the opportunity that DRX were looking for.
I mean, he can't base if they want to fight for this. He is going to stay, so it looks like DK...
Oh, just flip it?
Just gonna flip it. We got a wall in here, but that's not going to stop Lucid from being in, as now the Gwen's going to go forward. Anvil nearly dies, so no engage from him, and now the combo comes out from only Teddy, and there's a ton of damage being done here by DK. The Otacon did go over through the side of DRX, but now the gold cards are flying, and it looks like Yehu will bite the dust as well. 2 kills for DK, and only the Otacon to show for it here for DRX.
DRX, I think you're in a good position, but that call I'm not a fan of. Getting Otacon just isn't worth losing the fight, losing a turret, and losing Soul Point. Feels like we've seen so many teams.
It is unfortunate. If you play it perfectly, like, there are definitely ways to bait your team in, as, speaking of which, little bait on a Lucid, who desperately wants a blue buff, and he'll get it, and then die. Now we got a fight here. Teddy is going to be poked out by Showmaker, but now he's in a bad spot, trying to run away. He's going to go down. That's a shutdown here, as Ingo Shiwu, desperate for a kill, just giving himself away, and gives the kill to Teddy, too. With the Baron available, DK just say, here, take 3 kills.
If someone's jaywalk, just let them jaywalk. Just leave! But DK, they couldn't help themselves. And that's Nash going over to DRX.
Nothing really makes sense. And that's kind of what the Rise Group games have looked like. It's back and forth. DK are like, here.
Yeah, and you know what? I think some, especially the good LPL teams, get a way worse rap than they deserve for when they pick their fights. In this case, though, these fight decisions...
Yeah, not really an opportunity.
Showmaker does have ult.
Do much, and we have TP coming in now, just in case. DRX want to fight. There's the engage. They're going to find two. It's the front line, but a bunch of damage goes down. The first to go down, though, is Ondil. Shiu in the front line just gets ripped to shreds. But down will go Sponge. Goes a little bit too far ahead of his team there. Still, Dragon has taken...
Have done more to make me believe that they can kill the opponent. Nexus is a possible collapse.
Yeah, I mean, this is the possibility you get with the TF. Lucid, though, taking a bunch of damage himself. There's the knockback. And he's going to rely on Beryl just a little bit to save him. No pick will come through either. A little denial of the back. But again, trying to set up...
commit the other way. And if you make sure that you don't actually take a fight in the small enclosed spaces, there's the flank.
Yeah, there's the fight as they get on in the front line. It's just burning down. Lucid with the Southern Sky will survive for a little bit. Shiu finally gets here with his ult. Not really going to do enough. They're trying to get on top of Teddy here, but they're going too deep for this once again. Reminds me of a certain different fight we had earlier on in this game, but Aiming is really the one guy who's the savior of this team. Unfortunately, Yehu is a bit more fed, and no knockup is going to hit, but Beryl will still bite the dust. Bit of damage from Aiming, but Yehu kind of holds on to the play, and they'll look
Death kept on. Aiming. Does his ult find the mark? A lot of damage!
Oh, Sponge.
I think they're fine, though. Ondil can engage as well. And this is just gone.
See the ult to the top side, the better.
It's DK that have set up. If they can get this Dragon, it would still be big.
Yeah, if you keep tabs on Ondil and you poke them down and you don't get caught out, like, DK still have a chance, even with this gold deficit. There are opportunities.
Poke is hitting. Ondil's low. They have Sponge as well, though, as a secondary tool.
All right, Luce is going to stay on the left side of the wall here. Shiu gets a ton of damage done to him. He goes down without doing anything. And Lucid as well, just going to burn, and the damage from DRX is just too large. And DK cannot handle it at all. DRX win the fight again in a huge way.
I want to see that damage done from Teddy.
Jeez.
Kind of new with how the team fight started out, but looks like they are going to bring down the Nexus here in game number 1. Maybe not now. I don't know. It's DRX. They might be like, no. We're not 2 minutes. Could be a good angle. I don't think DK have the items to really match.
Oh, trying to collapse here on a Rich. Just going to get inside the mist as Rich turns on a Showmaker. He's like, you want to go, buddy? Let's go. Showmaker says, never mind. I'm going to flash away.
He's still a stopwatch.
Yeah, he's still a stopwatch.
Didn't even use it! Doesn't really do too much. If you trade Baron for Soul, I do think Soul is still crazy.
It feels like both teams don't want Soul. Okay. Just going to go for the Baron then. And the timing of this is 10 seconds before the Drake is even around. And there's the turn. Finally comes through. And Lucid pops like a balloon. Just gone. And is now 0-7. And they don't have a jungler. As down goes DK in this fight in a big way. DRX once again super clean. The engages from Ondil's Rel have been excellent. Showmaker trying to push mid. And, well, he's going to do a bunch of damage. But I don't know if he's getting out of there. And now we got a little fight trying to get on top of Sponge. As that is a bunch of damage coming out from Aiming. That's a kill. But Aiming's got to go on to everyone. Teddy flashing in. Just going to take him down. And Aiming slowed up. Going to get stunned up multiple times. And it looks like he is Ezreal, so he gets away, but not very clean.
Still undisturbed. Win the fight. They get the Nash. Soul gonna go their way as well.
Hovering on Beryl at the moment. It does look like with this Baron, very nice shove once again. Spit a poke here from Yehu, and now a wall to come down. And essentially just get the free turret. And very safely at that, you know. They could have just kind of bulldozed their way through, but gonna utilize the wall to get it done. Teddy's gonna chip away at the inhibitor with the cannon minion. And Rich is in mid. Same lane assignments. You're not collapsing onto Rich. It's not happening. With Sonya's and Banshee Veil. You're just not killing. It's not a thing. Not at this point in the game. As really just waiting for DRX's engage.
Slow and steady.
Yeah. 2 inhibitors down. All right, let's go back and go to bot lane.
Okay, what about this attempt? Okay, this Baron is gone.
Well, they see it leaving.
Okay.
Showmaker is pushing bot, but smartly, Rich is already there.
So what is the counterpunch, DK? Is it try and hope that they flip Elder?
Still up.
I still don't like this, Veldas.
It's okay, they have
Just
an
play
ocean drink. All right, the engage comes in, and it's Lucid and Peril again. They get caught up in this, but they don't get the kills. Now they're going to get the kills. Okay, just a little bit delayed, and I think the power level of DRX right now is just overwhelming. And yeah, DRX, they get a couple of kills. No jungler. Just take the Elder now.
Oh, Barrel with the second smite, not going to find it. Showmaker, I don't think he can make his way in.
If you give him 8 seconds, nah, not gonna happen. Okay, Exodia completed.
A minute and a half, DK.
She was pushing mid.
It's fine, just hold that for a minute and a half. Oh, no.
Okay, they're gonna try to end.
Okay, but there's 2 people. And
there are 2 people and no Baron.
And
you
they're playing.
Baron. Okay, well, I mean, that was their last choice, right?
They have to try something.
That was a nice little gambit here from the side of DK. It's not going to work. It's very funny, though. They're just going to fight here 2v2. Yehu's flashing at them.
Get him, DK!
Get him, Yehu! Yeah! Okay, not going to happen. GG, DRX, take